This morning I was flicking through the TV channels and I found the Montel Williams show was on. Now I only caught the tail end of this programme and I was going to switch it over, but then I sort of saw what was happening, and the famous psychic, I don't know if you've heard of her, Sylvia Browne, was on there, and she was answering questions from the audience. Now a woman spoke up who believed that a curse had been placed on her, and she gave details that included a voodoo doll, etc., and explained that she'd been sick for 4 years and her husband had died of a heart attack. And this woman clearly needed help. She was in distress, but unfortunately for her she'd gone to the wrong place, because Sylvia Browne said to her basically that there was no such thing as curses and witchcraft, it was all in her mind, and that there's only one power that works, and that's God's power. Now if that were true, then it would follow that everything supernatural would be from God, wouldn't it? But if that was the case, then why would God in his word call these things detestable? Witchcraft, sorcery, interpreting omens, divination, spiritism and consulting the dead. Now if these things were done by his power, he wouldn't detest them, would he? But they're not done by his power. There's another power, and it's evil. It's the devil's power. And if you want proof that the devil has power to counterfeit the things that God does, look in Exodus 7, and also 2 Thessalonians 2:9 speaks about lying wonders and signs from Satan. Now the answer Sylvia Browne gave this woman was bad, and the reason was because it came from the same power that was causing the problem in the first place. The woman couldn't get free from the occult power that was over her because the same evil that was troubling her was also coming out of the mouth of the psychic, but just under a different guise. So the real answer is Jesus. He's the one that sets captives free from the works of the devil. If you've got a Bible, look at Acts 10:38. There are many other scriptures, and you can see also in the Gospels he delivered people from the power of the devil, from demons. He's the one who's triumphed over the devil, and by what he did on the cross for us, he can set us free, anybody who's got trouble with the devil. Now Sylvia Browne has got widespread respect, and people marvelling at her powers, but she's totally misleading people away from God. She and the other psychics that do these things are not operating in God's power at all. There's no gospel, there's no real spiritual help in what they're saying, it's just deception upon deception. And the Bible warns us against being deceived. She was sitting on the TV operating in the devil's power, yet saying the power is only God's. That's what Satan does, he blinds people. 2 Corinthians 4:4 says, "The God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers, so they cannot see the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God." If you need spiritual help, you need to come to the one who's able to give it. Psychics may think they can help, but they only see what the devil wants them to see, and they certainly can't help anyone get free from the powers of darkness because they're bound themselves.